I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball.
On first down, Allen. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing. Love. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Darius Leonard blew that play up.
Defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. He finds Austin complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Now Allen. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Play action this time with Love. Steps away. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 1st and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Baby. Yeah.
On fourth down, Love. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talked with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
He'll let it fly for Austin. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Love, they go play action now. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Love now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Love forced out to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Love. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. Love to throw for it on fourth. It's complete to Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off the play fake, Love. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love, flushed out right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups. On play action, Allen. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now of the season. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look.
Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Working out of the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Taking it about the 36. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now Allen, got to have this one. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Allen. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 11 now. Now Allen. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Second and 2. Now Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Braves touchdown. I can't appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, and that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. One last shot now for Love. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They